I think home is all about community and who you have with you. And I think what made all the difference was having, again, people who really genuinely understand what you're going through and can also help you navigate, because a lot of people are not educated on what adoption can be and what it is. So a birth mother is someone who chose adoption as their parenting plan, and then a resident is just someone who lived at the home and kind of went through the program and got the help that they offer. So for me personally, the help that I received was just housing, and I was able to have a job and kind of get on my feet through my situation. And it's kind of like a long-term housing program that helps you navigate the complexities of adoption. It was probably one of the most helpful things through the hardest time of my life. And I just felt like I was surrounded with love while I was here. I saw like a home with rooms and love and support, and that's kind of what led me to come here, because I realized it's not like a prison, and I would be receiving better care than I would have anywhere else. But when you have people that have genuinely good intentions for you and want to help you navigate, it makes it like a home. And then you have on top of that, like you have a safe place, you have privacy, which is a big thing. You have a bed to sleep in, it's just so much better than what I could have experienced anywhere else. So just having that freedom to still have like the firm foundation of a home, and hey, I don't have to stress out about bills right now. I don't have to stress out about all of these things. I can just kind of be and heal and have a little bit of time, and I'll be okay, Something I've noticed about birth mothers is that every situation is so unique. And some birth moms want it closed, some birth moms want it extremely open, and some birth moms are somewhere in the middle. And for me, mine is extremely open. And I think a lot of people in society just think that adoption means either giving your baby to a system like foster care, which in private adoptions is not the case, or abandoning your child. And most of the birth moms I know, that's not what happens. And so I think that people misconstrue adoption as abandonment, and that's not what it is. For me, it was me making the decision for my daughter to give her a better life than I was capable of at the time. And that meant having a stable home, a Christian upbringing, a stable father figure, which was very important for me, and a loving mother that could stay at home with her and tend to all of her needs, Yeah, and it was obviously one of the worst days of my life when I left the hospital without her, but I know that it was like the best day of their life, and they were still so sensitive to the way that I felt, and I feel like they didn't allow their excitement to kind of overshadow my grief. Like, I genuinely felt like they were grieving with me in a way, and that was really important for me, and I feel like that helped me a lot because they understood like the gravity of the sacrifice I was making, and just the appreciation from them like really helped me to get through my grieving process easier. I think open adoption is whatever you make it. For me personally, it is, I still have contact with my daughter. I still see her. She knows who I am. She knows that she's 2.5. She knows that I'm her birth mom to like the best of her ability. And I think it's just, the whole idea around open adoption is like the more love for a child, the better. And so for us, it's like, she's got 3 families, she's got 2 moms and a great dad. And yeah, for me, it's just been great because I know that she's in good hands. I see how happy she is, and it solidifies my decision further. So yeah, I think it's just having that involvement. Yeah, so I was like just an 18-year-old girl, you know, living with my boyfriend at the time, and I was kind of just doing whatever I wanted. Honestly, I was not being smart. I was drinking a lot. I was not being safe, you know, in certain areas of my life. My relationship at the time was highly abusive and emotionally, physically. It just wasn't good. And again, I was this 18-year-old girl with this older guy that was just kind of living life and not really thinking about consequences of my actions. I had absolutely no direction in life. I was not making good choices. I didn't really think about my future or really care. And I feel like that situation gave me a whole new meaning to life, and I feel like it gave me a second chance to really get it together. And so like my motivating factor was I want to make her proud, and I don't want her to feel like I placed her and then didn't do anything with my life afterwards. So one day I just had a feeling that I might be pregnant, but I had just found out that my boyfriend at the time had 2 other women pregnant. Yeah. I scheduled an abortion at Planned Parenthood. You kind of go into a room with the doctor, and the doctor will talk you through it, and what she told me was, you know, you're not ready to be a mom right now, so it's fine. Like, you're not capable. And I don't know what happened, but I just had this like automatic shift. And so I was too afraid to tell her that I didn't want to take the pill. So I put it in the side of my mouth and I said, do you have a bathroom? But she sent me to the bathroom with this bag of medication, and I spit the pill out and I put it in the bag because I still did not know what to do. And I went home. I think that the thing that my dad said to me was, you should give your child a real shot at life. And that kind of punched me in the gut, but it was also very true. I just kind of made the decision that, you know, this is not what's necessarily best for me, but it's what's best for my daughter. And that's more important. And so I moved to the San Diego home. And yeah. So now I just finished my 2nd year of college, and I'm starting nursing school in September. I have a great job at a hospital, and I got married and had another baby. And I love life. We have a goat farm, and we have chickens, and I learned how to make sourdough, which is like super fun. I love sourdough. I'm living like a very peaceful life, which I'm not used to, but I love it, and I feel secure. So I feel like there is hope after something like that. Yeah. I really appreciate just all of the help and support and love that I received throughout, again, the hardest time of my life. I genuinely don't think I would have done well if I hadn't had that kind of support. And thank you for just loving me through it and helping me and making sure that I was ready for my future. And thank you to the donors for being so generous and giving to a cause that maybe you haven't lived through, but clearly you understand the gravity of. So I appreciate you all.